In Emmerdale, a storm is brewing for Paddy Kirk, Bear Wolf, and Dylan Penders, and the truth about Ray Walters is finally catching up with them. As DS Walsh inches closer to uncovering what really happened, the pressure inside the group begins to crack. Desperate to protect his family, Bear makes a bold and dangerous move. He walks into the police station and claims that he deliberately killed Ray. It's a shocking confession meant to shield Paddy and Dylan from the fallout. Bear believes taking the blame is the only way to keep them safe. But things don't go the way he expects. Instead of letting Bear sacrifice himself, Paddy and Dylan refuse to stay silent. In a dramatic twist, they also turn themselves in to the police. Their decision changes everything, because now all three men are facing serious trouble, including accusations of perverting the course of justice. At first, the plan is simple: claim it was self-defense. After all, they insist they were only witnesses when everything went down. But there's one massive problem that makes the story almost impossible to sell. They buried the body. That single decision ties them directly to the crime, turning what might have been a defensive act into something far more complicated in the eyes of the law. And now, even Paddy knows the old strategy of pretending they had nothing to do with it is over. So the group shifts to a new approach: complete honesty. The idea is to finally reveal exactly what happened that night and explain that Bear was trying to protect Paddy and Dylan when things spiraled out of control. Still, Paddy can't shake the feeling that this might be the end of the road. With Bear already confessing to the police, it feels like the walls are closing in. But just when things look hopeless, there may be one person who could change everything: Laurel Thomas. Before Ray died, he reportedly told Laurel the truth about who he really was and what he had been involved in. If Laurel comes forward with that information, it could become a crucial piece of evidence that supports Paddy, Bear, and Dylan's version of events. But even that might not be enough. Some of the key witnesses who could have backed up their story are no longer around, leaving huge gaps in the timeline. Without those voices, proving the truth could be incredibly difficult, and it may take something close to a miracle to clear their names. Meanwhile, despite the chaos surrounding the case, there's at least one relationship that seems to have survived the tension. Paddy and Laurel quickly moved past the earlier drama after she secretly took Bear to Ray's funeral. Emotions were running high, tempers flared, but in the end, they managed to make peace. Now, the real question is whether that fragile peace will last, because as the investigation tightens and the truth edges closer to the surface, one revelation could change everything for the entire